Hello viewers, you are welcome to my channel. In today's video, you'll be learning the new method of using bra cup to achieve a dark leg corset. You'll also be learning how to snatch your waist in the most comfortable way. I will also teach you how you can place your original boning so that it doesn't bend when you sit. Please make sure you watch till the end because this video will expose you to so many techniques that will help you even as a beginner to achieve a perfect fitting. And also subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed to my channel, and turn on notification bell so that you get notified anytime I upload a new video. I will be drafting on this pattern paper. After cutting it, I will place it on my fabric and cut it out. As you can see, I have two bra cups here. This one is called double padded or push-up bra cup. You can see how deep the cup is and how pointy the back looks. This is not my size. I'll be using it to make clothes for my client. This is the one I will be using for this tutorial. It's also a push-up bra cup but not padded. It can also work for you, but you will do a little alteration. I'll show you how you can achieve that. Alright, so the first thing I will do now is to measure out my vertical lines. From my shoulder, I came down by 9 inches to get my chest line. You can divide your bust by 6 and add 1 inch for ease allowance and 1.5 inches for shoulder slope. That's the formula I normally use when I'm making a corset. From my shoulder to my bust point, I use 10 inches. From my shoulder to my under bust, 14 inches. From my shoulder to my half length is 17 inches. And from my shoulder to my blouse length is 23 inches. I added 1 inch for folding. Okay, I've ruled out my lines. You can label your lines if you want. Okay, the next thing now is to divide my shoulder into 2. Shoulder 16 divided by 2, I have 8. I will roll it down to my chest line. Right. Okay, the next thing now is to get my neck width of 3 inches and neck depth of 4 inches. This corset have a yoke, so I want the neck to be high. That's why I use 4 inches. So I will curve my neckline now. Alright. The next thing now is to come down by 1.5 inches for my shoulder slope. I will connect it to my neckline the way you see me doing. After that, the next thing I will do is to place my tape on my shoulders and divide it into 2. I'll come in by 0.75, that is for the front. I will connect it to my shoulder. I will rule it out. So after that, I will divide my round bust by 4. Whatever I get, I will place it on my chest line. This will enable me to curve my armhole. So I will place my pattern master this way and curve my armhole. To snatch my waist, I will be deducting 3 inches from my actual waist circumference. My waist is 40 minus 3, I have 37. So I will place quarter of 37 on my waistline. So on my hip, that's my upper hip, I will divide it by 4. You connect it and roll it out. Okay, after rolling it down, the next thing now is to work on our cup. So I want to explain something on that part. If you don't want to expose your cleavage, I advise you buy a bra cup that is bigger than your bust. For example, if your bust is 36, you buy a bra cup size of 38. Alright? From my bust point line, I came up by 1 inch. That's how open I want my sweetheart neckline to be. And I also come out by half inch. This half inch is for the center front. If you open it, it will be 1 inch. So on my under bust, I will come up by 1 inch. This is because it's a push-up bra cup. You don't place it exactly on your under bust. You can come up by 1 inch or half inch. place your cup on those points that I marked. So you push it up a little bit, don't make it flat, and you now mark it round. Just push the cup up with your 3 fingers. Hold it firmly and mark it round the way you see me doing. Alright, this is what I have when I'm done marking it. Okay, I have 1 inch here. That's for me. You can use ½ inch, but don't place it exactly on your under bust. So the next thing is to determine the length of your cup. So I have 6.5 inches. I will measure it here. This will enable me to curve my sweetheart neckline for my yoke. This part is very important because the cutout is what you will use to cover your bra cup. Alright, so from there now I will curve my neckline. Just curve it the way you see me doing. Follow the point that I marked and you now curve it straight to your armhole side. Just watch the diagram, you will understand what I did. This is not hard. If you check the picture on the thumbnail, you see that the bra cup have line. So I will mark the line now. To achieve that, you will divide this circle by 2. Okay, you get the middle. I will rule it out. Just mark a straight line. After that, I will also measure the width to get the middle. Okay, I'll just mark the middle there. So on this line, I will come down by ½ inch and come up by ½ inch, and I will connect it to the middle. Just slant it the way you see me doing. I also mark this side to the middle. On the other side, I will also do the same thing. Just come down by ½ inch and come up by ½ inch. On that line, connect it to the middle. Okay, so when I'm cutting it on my fabric, I will show you how you can add your sewing allowance so you don't run shortage of fabric. Okay, that's all. The next thing now is to work on the cone. It's a cut together cone, so I will show you how you can achieve that. So what I will do is that I will measure 2.5 inches. You can make it 3 inches if you want the cone to be big. For me, 2.5 inches is okay. So from here now, I will curve it. I did not use pattern master or French curve because it will not give me what I want. So I will just curve it this way. Just follow what I'm doing. You will get it right. Curve it. Alright. This is the way you will do it to give you that desired shape. I will just highlight it now so you understand what I did. Okay, so on the down part now, I will come up by ½ inch. This is to eliminate the sharp edge so it won't be pointy. I'll connect it back. The next thing now is to alter my neckline. This is optional. I will measure 1 inch. I will connect it back to my neck depth. The reason I alter my neckline is because of the kind of sleeve I want to use. Okay, because I don't want this video to be too long, I divided this video into 2 parts, the cutting and the sewing parts. Please make sure you watch the sewing part. Alright, okay, I will just cut it off now. Just press it the way you see me doing. This is my yoke. I will cut off my cup. I will label it the up and down, also the side, so you won't get confused. I'll cut out the remaining parts. Alright, also label the down one. This is what you will have. I'll show you how you can add your sewing and that one when I'm sewing it. So for my cone, I will be marking out what I will use to give it a structure on the down part. So I will mark it now. Later I will trace it out with my tracing wheel. So we also come in by 2.5 inches or 3 inches. Okay, I measure 3 inches and I will slant it back. Just do it the way you see me doing. Alright, this is what I will cut out for my goal. I will show you how you can do that when I'm sewing it. I will just cut everything out now. Okay, this is what you will have. I will add my sewing allowance this side when I'm sewing it. So the next thing now is to cut the back part. I will now bring my plain pattern. I'll mark my starting point. This is my starting point. I've gone ahead to mark my vertical line, my shoulder, from my shoulder to my chest line, from my shoulder to my waist, and my blouse length. So I will divide my shoulder into two and mark it. I will roll it straight down to my chest line. Okay, I will measure the neck width of 3 inches and neck depth of 1.5 inches. I will now curve it. Okay, the next thing now is to mark my shoulder slope. For the front, I took 1.5 inches. For the back, I will mark 1 inch. This is because the back is always higher than the front. So for my chest line, I will mark quarter of my round bust. I will divide what I have here by 2. I will come in by half inch. For the front, I came in by 0.75. I will mark it straight and curve my armhole this way. Alright. I will mark quarter of my waist here. Mark quarter of my upper hip. That's where my blouse length will stop. I will rule it out. Okay, that's all. I will be putting up eyelets on the center back, so I won't be marking zip allowance. So I will also alter my neckline the way I did at the front. I mark 1 inch and connect it back to my neck depth. Okay, so for the cone now, I will bring the front part and use it as a guide to mark for my back part. To save your time, just place it, making sure that they are equal. The both front and back are equal. You can also use your tracing wheel to trace it out if you have one. I'll just mark it like this with my pencil. On this side, I will use my tracing wheel. You can also use marker to mark it so that if you remove the front part, the line will show. Please, if you don't have a tracing wheel, you need to get one. It's not expensive. This is for the people that draft on paper. It's very important. Okay, I will now, you won't see the dotted lines, but I can see it very clearly. I will just follow the dotted lines and connect it the way you see me doing. This is what you will have. On the sewing part, I will show you what you will use to give it structure. Okay, on the sewing part, I'll show you how you can trace it out and also how you can replace it. It's very easy. So for my back yoke, I will come down by 1 inch from my chest line. You can do whatever you want at your back. Okay, I just measure half inch now and roll it down. So I will be using eyelet to snatch my back. So I will be cutting off 2 inches. I'll measure 2 inches on the upper part and ½ inch on the down part. This is because I want the back to be open. I will be uploading the sewing part. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you get notified anytime I upload the sewing part. I will just roll it down slanted. The line is not straight because of the ½ inch I measured down. Alright. I will now give my yoke design like this. Okay, this is all for the drafting part. I will cut it off now. Please watch out for the part 2. That's for the sewing part. This is all for the front and back. So I will be posting the sewing part so that you learn how to sew it very well and also learn other important techniques. So I will be cutting off 2 inches. This 2 inches is where I'll be putting my eyelets. You can do wherever you want. You can attach your eyelet directly, but I like cutting it off. So when I'm sewing it, I will show you how you can do that. Make sure you watch the sewing part to learn more. This is the part where I'll be fixing my eyelet. Okay, I'm gonna ahead to cut it off. You label the up, the two side. I use arrow to indicate where I'll be joining it. Also label the down part. Please, this is very important. Thanks for watching.